Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all? Okay, so let's have a look who we've got with us. Thanks for joining, everybody, by the way. Much appreciated. Before we start, if you can just give us a quick share out, that'd be good. Sorry, guys, I'm just having a technical meltdown. We've got wires falling all over the place. So, let's have a look. Who've we got with us? We'll just get rid of this. Okay, perfect. Right. So, who have we got? Danielle Stevens, thank you for joining us, and that's good morning to you. I'm going to guess, Danielle, that you are in America somewhere. Good morning. I want to say possibly Eastern time, but I'm just hazarding a guess at that, Danielle. But thank you for joining regardless. Kelly Quinlan, she says good morning too, so I'm going to say the same. Quite possibly America, but it could be Australia. Who knows? Okay. Debbie Barrett, good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. Cindy Wilson, hello to you. Hope you're well. And the fantastic Jake Worswick is with us as well. Thanks for joining, Jake. Good to have you with us. Your support, Jake, is very, very much appreciated. Good afternoon, Linda Milner. I hope you are well. And the lovely, fantastic and amazing Rach Hall is with us too. I hope you're well, Rach. And I hope you've had a restful weekend. In fact, I hope you've all had a restful weekend. Excuse me. Right, okay. Lorraine Maris, thank you for joining us, and good afternoon to you too. And the lovely Emma Hawkins is with us too. Thank you for joining, Emma. Wendy Yates, hope you're well, and good afternoon to you. Bronwyn Armitage, thank you for joining. Good afternoon. Maxine Foster, I am well, thank you, and I hope you are. Jill McMinn, I hope you're well. Harry Greenwood, I hope all's going well for you. Margaret Nobler, thank you for joining, Margaret. Good to have you with us. And I hope everything's heading in the right direction for you, Margaret. Joanna Marie Almoir Ordanez, what a lovely name. Thank you for joining, Joanna. I hope you are well. Okay, thanks for sharing, Wendy, and anybody else that shared as well. Thank you very much. Tracy McLaughlin is new. Thanks for joining us, Tracy. Stick around. I hope you enjoy your time with us. Let's see. What else we got? Okay. Fantastic. Wow, Emma got family in Bohol. Is it? Or I think I'm saying that's right. Bohol. I think that's how you say it. Good afternoon, Jane O'Rourke. I hope you're okay. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got quite a few people on already. Okay, for a Sunday afternoon. Just in case anybody's wondering, I'm doing the Sunday afternoons now, guys, because on a Sunday evening I have the development group that I'm teaching at the moment got a course running currently, which is sort of takes me on to something I was going to mention later on, but I will mention it in a second. Andrea Graham, how are you? I hope you're well, and yeah, happy Sunday to you too. Okay. Oh, thank you, Linda. That's a lovely thing to say. Thank you very much. But it wouldn't be what it is without you guys joining, and I actually genuinely mean that. Okay, I really do. Okay. So I mentioned that development course a minute ago. To be honest, it's been going so well. There's been so much interest from so many other people, and I've had to turn quite a few people away. Thank you, Rach. As you can probably see, a fantastic course it is too. I highly recommend it. I actually really appreciate that, Rach. I really do. But I'm going to be starting another one. Okay. So I'm aiming to start that one a week on Thursday. And because I've got Spirit coming in at me already, I've just lost track of what that date actually is because I had it firmly planted in my head before. Anyway, a week Thursday, watch the page, guys. The information is going to be going out. It's going to be a Monday evening rather than a Sunday, okay? Because obviously Sunday, the current course is running on that Sunday, and I've got to dedicate that time to them. It is a spiritual development course for anybody that's interested. Now, it's not a circle, okay? It's not, because that's not how I do things. All right, it's not. It is a spiritual development course. It's aimed at giving you all the tools that you need to move forward in connecting with spirit, and it's about your own protection, your own safety, and also giving you the tools and how to work with them and the various methods of connecting with spirit. Okay, so that is going to be, like I said, that's a week on Thursday. Anybody that's interested, it'll be a post going up on my page. Keep an eye on it. Drop us a message if you're interested, and we can send you the details through. It's like I said, it's just been really popular, and there's quite a lot of people wanting courses at the moment for this. And I just thought, you know what, I'll run another one, because this first one's well and truly underway now, and I feel like all the participants are, Rach is one of them, is nice, really settled into it, enjoying it, getting lots and lots of knowledge, lots and lots of learning from it. Okay, and I feel like it's actually making a difference to their lives and the spiritual journey. It's giving them. It's giving them a lot of centering and a lot of grounding and understanding. So anyway, keep an eye on the page. I'll be putting that out. Anybody that's interested, just drop the just drop the page a message, and we will get back to you forthwith, whether it is myself or one of my, whether it's my wife or my daughter. One of us will come back to you. It is me that runs the course, by the way. Okay. So moving on from that, just thought I'd mention it because we were talking about it anyway. So, good afternoon, Amanda Ferraro. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for popping in and saying hello. I hope you can stick around a little while. Deborah Tollerud, thank you for joining. Always lovely to have you with us. Joe Williams, again, good afternoon to you. Sam Morton, I am well, thank you, Sam. I hope you or everything. Oh, thank you, Rach. It's everything I expected and more. Thank you, Rach. That's that means a lot, Rach, because you guys that are on the course know how much time I've spent in putting this together, and some of the battles that I faced, on a personal level, because I had to, I always said that I would never run a course, and then, but then I sort of, spirit sort of pushed me to do it for various reasons that we won't go into here. Okay, not a problem, Amanda, but thank you for joining anyway, and thank you for sharing. It's much appreciated, but you know that anyway. Tracy McLaughlin says, sounds great, very interesting. No problem. If you're interested, Tracy, drop my page, direct message, and we'll get back to you. Not a problem at all. I'm just seeing if I've missed it. Richard Adley, I hope you're well. Yeah, that's a good point, that, Richard. Are we all looking forward to Christmas? Are we all getting ready for it? I know for us, it's actually, we have Christmas as a bit of a wind down time, really, if anything, and it's about, there's a lot of reflection that we do on around Christmas time, because for us, it's very much about Yule. We do celebrate Christmas, but it's Yuletide is over a longer period, and there's a lot of reflection going on, a lot of looking back and finding out what we've learned from the past year, and what and being thankful for what we've got, including the rough stuff, because of what lessons have we learned from it, that type of thing. So it's a very important time of year for us. as it is for the majority of people. But we've always got to remember as well, guys, that some people don't enjoy that festive period, because for some people it's a time of sadness for many, many reasons. And I will always hold space for those people that struggle with the festive time of year. No matter what it's for, I will hold space for those people, and that's why I don't go overkill on you. It's like I do wish people a happy and Merry Christmas, and I do that. But at the same time, I'm always conscious of not, being too overkill with it, because not everybody appreciates the time of year. So, and it's always worthwhile remembering. Always worthwhile. So let's just check. Lorraine Maris, thank you for joining us. I hope you're well. I'm sure I said hi to you already, Lorraine, but just in case I haven't, there you go. I did it again. Lorraine says, I'm not a fan of Christmas. Normally go away after. Exactly, you see, and this is it. It's not for everybody. It really, it isn't, and things can change. Sarah Louise Regan, thank you for joining us. And also Ross Howarth, how are you? Not seen you around for a while. I hope you're all good. I hope you and the family are well. Right, okay. So what I'm doing this afternoon, Lorraine Hughes, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you too, Lorraine. I really need a card. Okay, well, Lorraine, in fact, yeah, okay. I'm gonna come to you, Lorraine. All right. Just give us a couple of minutes, because I've just been told, I need to bring something through for you, Lorraine. All right. So I'm going to do that, and just give me a couple of minutes. Just got a couple of things I want to say. Right. Okay. We're going to be working. This afternoon is, as anybody, I don't know if anybody's seen in the title of the video, it is up there though. It's a chat, bit of a chat with everybody, because I just like to engage everybody, to be honest. Everybody that's here, and I don't want to make it just all about readings. I really don't, because it's to me it's a bit too generic, that. Anybody got any questions, spiritual related, or anything about, anyone wants to know anything about me and my path, that type of things? Interestingly, actually, that takes me on. So I'm actually doing what they call a morning brew, actually, on Thursday coming, with a wonderful guy called Chris Eade. I get a feeling that if he's kicking around this afternoon and he gets a notification, I think he might just pop on and see us. But yeah, it's something that he's doing on his page, so I will be live on his page Thursday morning having a chat with him. And I think Chris has got some questions for me about how my journey started and how I ended up where I am today, and bits of stuff about me. So it's not readings, guys, that one, all right, but it's just a sit down morning chat and exploring a bit about how I came to be, and I'm sure I'll find some questions back at Chris, and we'll get a bit out of him as well. So yeah, that's Thursday morning, UK time, 10:30 a.m. That is UK time. So Yvonne Blackburn, thank you for joining us. Okay, Layla Matharu, thank you for joining. I hope you're all well, and I hope you're ready for this evening. Okay, I'm glad about that, Ross. I've not seen you for a little while. In fact, we're not really caught up or anything, have we? With comments or whatever. So, but thanks for joining, Ross. Much appreciated. Julie Ward, good afternoon to you, and the lovely, fantastic Karen Richardson. Thank you for joining. Karen, just incidentally, apparently I'm told that it did manage, that post that we was talking about the other day, did actually manage to make its way back to the Pagan Police Association. So, whether they can do anything with it or not, I don't know. But at least it's with them now and they're aware of it. Good afternoon, Kerry Brown. I hope you are well. Okay, so I think I'm caught with it. Oh, Claire Guichard. I feel like I'm in trouble now. Yeah, Kerry Brown. Bit like a radio interview, but it's live on camera, so no pressure for me or anything. Right. That's really interesting. Actually, Tracy, I'm going to come to that question in a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just want to go to Lorraine first. I'm just going to do a reading for Lorraine, Lorraine Hughes. Okay, and then I'm going to, and then I'll come to that question that you've just put on there, Tracy. Thanks for joining us, Ian Simon. By the way, good to have you with us, and Sue Blacker as well. Thanks for joining. Okay, so yeah, Claire. Okay, I swear by all the gods, okay, we will catch up this coming week, okay? I haven't forgot what it's about, okay? I haven't, I swear, Claire, I haven't forgot, but I swear by all the gods, Claire Guichard, I will catch up with you this coming week, okay? And I know I'm probably 3 or 4 weeks late at doing it, but I will do. Emma says, what you drinking here? And it looks nice. That is actually just really sad that analysis. It's number 8, Colombia, by which one is it? Is it Lore Coffee, LOR, and it's one of the little pod things that goes in the machine. No, that's how refined I am, guys. I don't even know what the machine's called, and it's a pod thing that goes inside. So. Right, okay, Lorraine, let's have a look for you. Okay, Lorraine, let me see. So this is Lorraine Hughes. I do like my coffees, Emma. To be honest with you, it's one of my vices. Is coffee. I'm first to admit it. I'm terrible with it. Tracy, I'm just going to pin your comment up there so I just don't lose it. Okay. So, right, Lorraine, let's have a look what we've got for you. Lorraine, I've just been told I need to draw 2 cards out for you. All right, so we're just going to go again. Okay. Right, Lorraine, first card that came out. Wow, what a surprise. All right, Shaman and Healing Wisdom. Okay, that's the first one. Second one that came out, Dance Celebration. All right, for anybody just joining us for the first time, I don't read cards. I don't read the card. I use them as a tool to let Spirit take me to work for what the message is to come through, or for whatever the guidance is for whoever I'm reading for. So don't automatically, I don't translate it out of a book or anything like that. This is just use it for channeling. So, Lorraine, I've got to say, okay, this past week, I've got you worrying again, okay, and it's this. It's this energy that you believe that's being sent your way, okay? But I have to say to you that Spirit are telling me that no matter what's sent your way, Lorraine, okay, you've got all this protection in place, and it'll bounce off. So the only way in is the energy and the time that you give and the thought that you give to it is that's its only way in. If you take that energy away, then it can't come in at you. All right, well, and I've got to say that this, and that's from that not so great thing being sent your way. Okay, this is what they're giving me for that. I've also got to say to you as well, Lorraine, that there's a lot of changes, a lot of shifts with you at the moment, and I feel like it's even on a daily basis. It's on a daily basis. It's coming in, and it's shaking you to your core, Lorraine. All right, and I know it doesn't feel too great right now, but I've got to say to you that after each one of these events, you're taking a step upwards. Okay, on a spiritual level. It's just that it's coming in at such a speed that it's shaking you to your core almost. So what I want to say to you is, Lorraine, is just sit with it, allow it to unfold. Okay, there's a big reward at the end of this for you, for that dedication and that commitment that you've given to your own journey, your own path. All right, it's massive, and it is coming to pass, and we're not too far away from it. Okay, but I just feel like you need to ground and settle. That's what they're giving me, ground and settle. So I hope that has given you some comfort and a little bit of direction, that reading. All right. But you know yourself. If you need me, I'm always there. Okay. So I'll leave that with you, Lorraine. All right. Don't give it the time and don't give it the energy if you can help it. I know there's family challenges too as well, Lorraine. Okay. They've just given me that. The family challenges aren't helping. Okay, but I do feel like you'll move through that stuff. Okay, just allow it to unfold. So, Lorraine's put, yes, it is. I know they cannot get in. It's the other. Right, okay, Lorraine. It's drop me an inbox, Lorraine, or we'll have a chat about it during the week, okay? Yeah, I'm getting that. I sort of got that, Lorraine. All right, with with the family stuff as well. All right, so family related. So, but I didn't want to go into it on a public on a public live stream, if that makes sense. Thanks for joining us, Carla Silver. I hope you're well. Excuse me. Thank you, Ross. Thank you very much. David Foran, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Let me see. Where we got? So I'm just making sure I haven't missed anybody. Right, okay, Tracy. So Tracy McLaughlin. When I meditate, I will have these quick flashes of visions, and in between visions, see dark with bright purple. And it will switch to another vision. The purple that you're experiencing, okay, Tracy, first and foremost, is what you're experiencing is a third eye vision. Okay, so you're working from your pineal gland. And the purple is literally the barrier between there and the spirit realm. Okay, so it's not a barrier. It's not a barrier as such. But what we find is that just at the other side of that colour is where the vision starts. So I would say what you're going through, Tracy, is very, very much an awakening of one of your senses, not just one of your clairs. There's probably two in there as well. So I would say clairvoyance, definitely. And also claircognizance, which is, it's about very, very much working with the third eye. And I will say to you, Tracy, that just stick with it, because what you will do by just keep performing the meditation and allowing these visions to come and then just allow them to go again, they will start to stay for longer. Because what you're doing is every time you do it, you're exercising that pineal gland. All right, you're exercising it and exercising it and exercising it. And it will get to a point where you'll be able to hold on to these flashes of images and visions, and it'll all start to sit together for you. Okay. And at that point, you should be able then to start to make some sense from it. It could be trying to show you something on a personal level. It could be past life stuff. It could be spirit trying to bring a message through to you to pass on to somebody else. There's so many different, ways that could go and reasons for it. But stick with it. I would encourage you, Tracy, to keep a journal And when you get these visions, is whatever you can remember from it, just jot it down, even if it doesn't make any sense. Okay, jot it down in a journal. It could be it could be weeks, months, possibly even years before you come back to it. But at some point, these visions and signs that were given, they will relate to something. And if you've got that journal, you can go back and you can see, you can put something, you can take something from that journal and then something later on and go, wow, that's actually what it means. It's really, really helpful to do it, Tracy. Okay. So like I said, the purple is the color that you get. We do get colors in meditation. Everybody gets them in meditation at some point as you work through it. And purple is always a clear indication of your third eye, pineal gland, mind's eye, whatever you want to call it. Okay. There's a clear sign there, Tracy. You need to be working with that third eye. It's clearly a gift of yours, and it's just about keep moving forward and just keep exercising it, keep pushing forward. So it's definitely everything that you put there, everything that you're experiencing is a really fantastic and amazing thing. Okay, and it proves that you're working hard with and your meditation's also working well for you. So please stick at it, Tracy, and I hope that helps. Tracy says, I also feel things like if I'm laying in the grass and a vision, I can feel it. Yeah, clairsentience. Yeah, definitely. So you've got a lot of different. There's so much of the clairs and the senses that come back to the pineal gland that are linked in with it, with that third eye. Okay, and it's not just because you've got a gift, Tracy. It's not compulsory to go out and give it to other people. Okay, it's not. Sometimes we just use it for ourselves. So just don't ever feel that pressure, but it is a gift. So work with it, enjoy it, enjoy that journey. Okay, enjoy the journey, Tracy. We'll say that to you because it is amazing and it's enlightening and it can change lives. You're absolutely welcome, Lorraine. I've just read your comment. You're absolutely welcome. I don't think I'm the best, Lorraine, but anyway. Okay. Okie dokie, let's have a look. Where are we going? I'm just making sure, just see if I've got any other questions that I need to pick up on. Because I'm just mindful that when somebody puts a question on, they might have typed quite a bit. So that's why I'm just checking for them before I move forward. Okay, excuse me. Let me see. I apologise if I've missed saying hi to anybody. Okay. Just because obviously I've sort of stepped into spirit side now, and it's sort of I can't really. I really struggle with reading comics, guys, and actually connecting at the same time. It's not something I can do. Christine Melville, don't apologise. You don't need to apologise at all. I'm just thankful you could make it. All right, Tracy. Well, that would explain a lot. Okay, that would explain a lot, Tracy McLaughlin. Okay, it's just notice you just said your sister is Cindy Wilson. And interestingly, Tracy, I quite often pick connection up in people's energies when. So I would say that you and Cindy are. I feel like you've done a lot of work on your, on your protection and looking after your energies and things like that. So that's fantastic because I didn't. I hold my hands up. I did not pick up on that connection, and I quite often do. So again, take my hat off to you for that. You've clearly both been working hard at the right things. Good afternoon, Emma Nichols. I hope you're well. Okay. Apology. Apology accepted. Okay. Right. Let me see. Where am I going next? Linda Milner, can I come to you, please? If you don't mind. don't forget, guys, if you've got any questions, spiritual related, anything like that, I've no problem with you asking, and if I can answer, I will do. If I don't know the answer, I will just say. Wendy Yates says, such a gentle voice and don't get flustered at all. I try not to, Wendy. Try not to get flustered. And do you know the strange thing? You just said that. Such a gentle voice. Now, I'm going to admit something to everybody here. I never watch my own playbacks. All right. I never do. And the reason for that is I can't actually stand the sound of my own voice. I admit it. I can't. I don't like it. I especially don't like listening to it on a recording. So it's really. I know that probably sounds really, really bizarre, but I just, family's in. I just noticed that. Rebecca Wilson. Hi, and I'm Cindy's mum. Well, thanks for joining us, Rebecca. Do you know what? I love it when, all different family members come in and, and they sit in on these lives. I don't know, it just feels nice. So, but yeah, I don't like the sound of my own voice, guys. Okay, so it's just I don't even know why. I haven't got a clue. I guess a lot of us are like that, aren't we? Maybe it's a personal insecurity of mine. Maybe I need to work on that. Maybe I need to, sort of. Maybe that's something I need to, a hang up of mine that I need to get past. Who knows? So, yeah, I do tend to. If I have to watch one of my own lives back, what I do is one of my own live streams and videos, any of the training stuff that I do. I tend to watch it back with the captions on, so the sound's off, so I just watch it. And then I usually have a bit of a laugh because the captions don't always understand my accent and the things that I say, which is pretty funny. Rachel, it's something we learn to live with. I don't know which way you mean that, Rach. So you're either referencing your own voice or you're being a bit cheeky. I don't mind either way anyway, because we all like a laugh. Good afternoon, Crystal Rudy. I hope you are well. Okay. And thanks for joining us, Lou Page, Stephanie Jones as well. Thanks for joining. Carla Silver, hope you're well. I just realised I've missed a lot of people. 2 cards have just come out for you, Linda. All right. Just can't ignore them. 2 come out together then. So let me just check which way around they were. So that will be that one first. Okay. Linda, the first card out for you is the card of balance. By the way, this is the Sacred Earth pack. Okay, so it's card of balance. And the second one that came out for you is rediscovery. Okay. Linda, I've got to say to you, okay, very much spiritual related. I've actually got a lady stepping forward to me in spirit here, actually. She's not fully here, if that makes any sense. I feel like she's a little bit shy, and I feel like she would have been in this life as well on the Earth plane. I think this is a demonstration, to be honest with you. This is what I'm feeling from her. Okay, I've got to say, it's connected to Mum's side. Okay, I feel like definitely an auntie figure to you, and I want to say Mum's. I want to say a sister of Mum's. Is that correct? Okay, no, it's not. This is not. I stand to be corrected. It's not Mum's sister. It's Mum's. It's Mum's auntie. Okay, that Mum would have connected with on the Earth plane. Okay, but I feel her presence around you, and I do feel, Linda, as though there's a bit of a push going on here to get you to start exploring things, to get you to explore your spiritual self. Okay, and she's telling me roots. There's something within your roots, your ancestry, your bloodline. There's something that needs to come forward. You've got a gift, Linda. You are a sensitive. Okay, but you don't use it. That's what she's giving me. You don't use it. And I feel almost a level of It's disappointment from this lady, but it's a gentle disappointment. All right, Linda, it is a gentle disappointment. Because I just feel a little bit of frustration too. It's like, come on, do it, because you'd be amazing at this. Lots of people need your help. All right, and I do feel that this last month, 2 months, is that 2 months? Okay, no, sorry, it's not. I've just been corrected. This is the last couple of years that you've been this inner yearning and searching for, just more meaning, just for yourself, just to reconnect with yourself, because you give out so much to everybody around you, including including friends. It's not just family. This is friends as well. Okay, it is, Linda, and I feel that you need to take something back for yourself, and that is where that balance card is coming. It's actually very relevant. I'm not reading the card as such, but this way there's a balance that needs to be achieved with you, with your own energy. Okay, and I'm just being given, it's your time. Take that time. It's not selfish. It's not selfish. This is what they're giving me. It's not selfish. Okay, but, take a bit of that time back for yourself. All right, you've given. I've just been told you've given your entire life to building other lives. Okay, I do feel this is majority family related, and now it's time for you. It's time for that other card says it all. Rediscover it. That rediscover it is, and the person with the key for that rediscovery is you, Linda, because until you put that key in the lock, okay, nothing's going to happen. Okay, but it's there. Once you put it in there and you turn it, that amazing things can happen for you, Linda. And for anybody here. I will say that goes for everybody. But it takes you to choose that key, turn that key, and unlock that door and look what's inside. Just see, where that journey takes you. Okay, it will lift you, it will enlighten you, and when that happens, it gives you so much power back to yourself, and in turn, that just it's a recharge of that battery, which means you can go out and help so many people again. And Linda, it's so relevant for you. Take that time back for yourself. Take some time. Okay, you've earned this. It's what this lady's telling me. You've earned it, Linda. So please, take what this lady has got for you. She's clearly around you to have that sort of frustration that you're not expanding yourself more. She's clearly around you a lot of the time, and I feel like she's trying to push some energy into you as well. Okay, and I do feel a little bit of unlocking this. It's things from your roots, it's ancestral connections, it's abilities, spiritual abilities. Okay, so please, take that if you can do, Linda, take that and just go explore. It's your time now. Okay. That was a nice reading, but she's very firm, that lady, to be honest with you, very firm. Oh, okay. Oh, Heidi Cook, thank you for joining us. I hope you're well. It's good to have you with us, Heidi. Heidi Cook, guys. Heidi, feel free to put a link to your page up in the comments, all right? Because Heidi is a very, very, very gifted medium, and her evidential work is amazing. It's so pure as well. She's an amazing medium, is Heidi Cook. So Heidi, if you feel that you want to, please feel free to put a link to your page in the comments. And I apologise in advance in case you're angry with me for singling you out. All right? But that's because I believe in you, Heidi, and you know that. Okay, I massively believe in your work because it is fantastic. So, thanks for joining us, Amelia Mills. I hope you are well and enjoying your time with us. Chloe Clark, how are you? Good to have you with us. I hope you're having a good weekend, Chloe. Who I missed? Yasmin Harris, thank you for joining. Thank you, Reg. Stephanie I think I've said hi to Stephanie Jones, haven't I? But hi again anyway, Stephanie, if I haven't. Okay. Oh, thank you, Chloe. That's nice. She loves listening. Okay, Margaret, you put that one out there, so let's see if they bring anything through. You know how this works, Margaret. It's just, we've just got to wait, see if they step forward, see if they bring anything through for us. Elizabeth Megdal, thank you for joining us. Carla Silver, will I ever be in a relationship? Carla, I read it because I felt I was pulled into your name, and I want to say something to you, okay, that one of my spirit guides has just brought through to me, specifically to do with that, Carla, okay. I want to say, Carla, that I'm being pushed to bring this through because I was actually questioning, Carla, if I should come out with this on a public forum, okay, but I do need to push this through. Right. Carla, there's a blockage in place for this, and the blockage lies with you, okay, because you haven't moved on and fully healed from a past relationship, okay. This is, I really struggle with this stuff because it's very, very personal, okay, it is. But I have to say that that Carla, you've still got some healing to do from a previous relationship, okay? And I feel like you need to release it and let it go, because whilst that's in place, it's creating a blockage that is preventing you at this moment in time from moving forward, okay? So I need to put that out to you. It's a past relationship that needs healing, okay? All right, I hope that's helped, and I hope you don't mind me bringing something so personal through, but I was getting pushed on that. All right. Tracy McLaughlin. I'm Kelsey. I'm Tracy's daughter. I also have vision. Wow. So I'm really confused now. Wait a minute. So Tracy McLaughlin. I'm Kelsey. I'm Tracy's daughter. Right. Okay, I get it. I'm 15 and I feel like I'm drawn to spiritual stuff. Do you know what, Kelsey? You know what I'm going to say to you? All right. Take some advice and some guidance from Mum and Auntie Cindy, okay? Because both of them are doing whatever it is they're doing something right, okay? And they're doing it in a safe and structured manner. And this is what you've got to remember. You must remember that, Kelsey. Don't push too hard. It's very, very easy to do when we're young, is to get excited with this stuff and start, dipping into things and trying to, sort of, it's an old saying where trying to run before we can walk, okay? So just let Mum and Auntie Cindy guide you a little bit, okay? And just, take their advice and listen to what they've got to say, because as much as difficult as it might be to do that, it is worthwhile, okay? It is. So just let them lead you, Kelsey, all right, and get on that, because it is a beautiful, beautiful journey that you will not regret, and it will bring so much happiness to your life and so much fulfillment. And you get into it now at 15. Do you know what? It'll bring so much joy to you. It really, really will. It really will, and it will benefit you so much as you move through your life, Kelsey. It really, honestly will. It'll help you make all the right decisions. It'll help you take the most from every situation and experience in life. And that's how good a spiritual journey is. I can't recommend it enough. But yeah, just go with Mum and Auntie Cindy. let them give you a guiding hand. I hope that sort of helps you a little bit. So let's have a look. That's interesting. All right, Emma Nichols. Right, just give me 1 second. I've just seen that as a question as well. Okay. Right, so selenite palm storm split in your hand, Emma. Right, is there any significance to that? I guess there is in a way. There's a sign there for it. It's quite symbolic, okay, Emma, that has split in your hand. Now, there's gonna be lots and lots of people that will question. They'll just say, "Oh no, there's only the spiritual side for it." First and foremost, you've got to look. What's the possibility that you dropped it at some point and there was a fracture in it, and with the heat of your hand and the energy, as it just caused it to split. Now, if you're pretty sure that you've not dropped it anywhere, so there's no fracture in it or anything like that, then I would say that what's happened is that it's reached its capacity. It's reached its capacity, and and they do say when any crystal breaks, it just means that it's not for, it's served its purpose for you. At which point, the best thing you can possibly do with it, Emma, okay, is put it back to Earth, bury it back to Mother Earth, and let Mother Earth come in and work her magic with it. Okay, it's not a bad sign or anything like that, Emma. It's really, really not. I promise you. It's just one of these things that sometimes happen. So if we can rule out the potential drop in it and leaving a fracture in it, then the next step is the just looking at it that it's served its purpose and it's done its work and it's time for it to go and heal itself as well back in Mother Earth. So I have known it to happen. I have known it to happen. So I hope that's put your mind at rest a little bit with that one, because I sensed a bit with that, Emma, that there was a bit of worry going on, to be honest with you, that it was significant in a negative way or a lower vibrational way. It's really not. Deborah Tollerud has said, since starting my new job, I haven't had the time to meditate properly. I do sleep meditation, but I feel like it's not enough. What do you recommend? I recommend, Deborah, that any meditation is better than no meditation. All right. That's like a politician, like a get-out clause. But it is. Any meditation is better than no meditation. And if you genuinely can't find time for it because of your current situation, and the sleep meditation is the only thing you can do, then just stick with it. Just stick with it. It's still going to have an uplifting, balancing, grounding, positive effect on you. Okay, so don't But the more we focus on thinking it's not enough, then it won't be enough because we put energy into that lower vibrational side. Okay, so just just do what you can. Okay, life doesn't always allow us to do the maximum that we'd like. Okay, hope that helps you out a little bit. So, I just noticed Bronwyn said, love listening, even though my spirits are too busy to come through. They've come through before for you, though, haven't they, Bronwyn? I know that. I'm sure I've read for you before. I'm sure I have. So they have come through for you from time to time. Okay. I would. You're welcome, Deborah. You're welcome. Amelia Mills. How do you open up personally? That's interesting, that, Amelia. Okay. and I don't advocate this. Okay, I don't, because I am a big believer in, doing everything you can to open up, and close back down again. The thing with me, Amelia, is I've been like this all my life, for as far back as I can possibly remember. So obviously, as a child, I never had anybody to teach me opening up and closing back down again. I have tried to learn a mechanism for closing down, but I think that my energy, my spirit, my soul, my body's set in this way of not doing. So I've got to say, just give me 1 second, guys. I just right. I don't know where you've come from, James Smith, but you are getting blocked. Okay. Oh, you see, why do they do this? Sorry, guys, just give me a second, will you? I've got a scammer. James Smith, you couldn't give any accurate readings if you tried, okay? Because you just, honestly. In fact, no, it's actually, just give me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure I report this. No, I don't want to report. Why does it not allow me to do that? No, stop it. Honestly, you know what? Sometimes. Yeah, if anybody's got the option to, it's because it's on my stream, actually. If anybody could just, James Smith, if you could just report his profile as a spammer, okay, and we can get rid of him then. And just so we're going to block him. So yeah, so nobody, please do not message James Smith, because it is a scammer. It won't be anybody called James Smith. They'll have another name entirely. And just give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I know you can probably see me, but I just need to reconnect to Facebook. Okay. And that should have us absolutely fine now. Any second now. Okay. There we go. Right, excellent. Okay, so we've got everything back now, so we can just. So yeah, so James Cook was not James Smith, should we say? James, your profile's got reported now. Unfortunately, nobody PM him. Okay, please don't. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that he is blocked, because hang on, let's make sure I've got the right one, because I don't want anybody getting scammed. Okay, fair enough. So that's gonna. So yeah, just yeah, if you can do, guys, just report his profile as being a scammer or whatever, and hopefully get shut down. I don't really struggle with them too much actually now, scammers, to be fair. So he because I managed to find a way of stopping the majority of them. But there's always one creeps through. Just as long as nobody what do you call it? Don't PM him, because I'll tell you exactly what happens with these scammers. I will just tell you about it for anybody that doesn't know. What they do is, you'll PM them, they come on these live feeds or any other things, and they'll comment later after on the catch up, and they'll, obviously they reply to your comment. Thank you, Lupe, for reporting, and thank you very much. They'll come on and then they'll say, direct message me for a free reading or for an accurate reading or for whatever, however they want to put it. All right. And then what they do is they send you this free reading and they said, you know what, we've found this real dark entity that's around you. And or they'll say that there's somebody in your life surrounding you that's going to bring harm to your family and all this stuff. It's real dark, bad stuff. And they'll say, there's your free reading. Okay, but then what they'll do is they'll follow it up and say, we can fix this for you by Dr. Akawamba or whatever his name is. That's just me making something up. But he can fix this for you and we can do this ritual and it'll stop you. Or please send us $360. The reason why I said $360 is that it seems to be a common amount that they ask for. I don't know what the significance is in 360, but they do ask for it. And they say, send us $360 and we'll carry out this out for you, and that's it. It's the end of your troubles and the rest of your life will be absolutely fantastic. And, all the bad people will go away and this bad entity will go away. The truth is, they send you the same message in the first instance as what they send to anybody. That's what they do. They just send the same message. It's just generic. And you take $360 or £360, whatever you want to call it, and disappear. That's it. They haven't done anything with it. They haven't performed any rituals with it. Probably because they don't know how. But, that's what they do. But people get scammed out of it. And that's the bit that I find really, really sad, to be honest. So please don't respond to them. Anyway, I'm going to shut up about it now. I think I've said enough. I think I've got my point across. So, okay. So just going back, just what we're saying about opening. Sorry, Amelia, I digressed then because I've seen this scanner come on. Opening up and closing down is not something that I personally do. I hold my hands up and I admit to it. Okay, I don't. You should do that, but there is exceptions with like yourself where I've tried to come up with a mechanism for doing it, and it's never really worked because I was just too used to being, open anywhere. So that's what I do. So however, what I do is I have and I'm fanatical with this, is cleansing and protection that I put around myself. I'm not going to go into what that is on here because, it's a very personal thing for starters, and it's not a one-size-fits-all, but I do that. So I put my protection around me. I also cleanse my energies. When I come off this live feed, even on a live feed or a computer screen, I will come off and I will cleanse. I will, cleanse my energies, and I will rebalance myself, recenter myself. Okay, that is what I do. So personally, I do teach, a form of opening up and closing down, but it's not exactly that in my spiritual development course, but it's it's like I said, in the sense that you're saying, opening up, it's not something I personally practice as such, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I do if I don't, but I do agree with it, by the way. So don't, everybody should be following that. Okay. Or even more so, the closing back down. Okay. So let's have a look. I'm going to do a reading now before I catch up on any other comments. It's interesting, actually. I'm just going to go to that. Harry Greenwich just put them. What do you enter when you meditate? Depends on the meditation, Harry, really. Do you experience visions or a trance-like state? Yes, because when I meditate, I personally, I nearly always get visions. Okay, I get a lot of communication from spirit, from sort of higher realms, shall we say, which is a lot of downloads, that type of what we call downloads. So it's information coming in, which helps me on the journey. It brings forward answers for me, and it helps guide me on that next step of my personal journey. I also do what we call, so I meditate with eyes open as well, which is a trance-like state. Okay, it is trance meditation and trance journeying. That's something you need to work your way up to doing. It's quite difficult to do because when we've got our eyes open, we've got things in the peripheral. After all, we're all still human. Okay, we are human, and anything that's in the peripheral vision will be a distraction. So to learn to keep the eyes open, okay, and there's a reason behind that. I'm not going to go into it, but to keep the eyes open but yet shut off to the 3D that we are in, okay, so the room, building, environment, whatever it is, and to replace that with transvision it takes a lot of work to get to that stage. People get frustrated with it quite easily. So, but yeah, personally, that's what I do. Depending on meditation, though, is depending on, what you get from it personally and how you experience meditation once you're in there. Again, it's not a one size fits all. We're all unique and we're all different. As long as, you can get into that meditative state, then you will benefit from it on whatever level. So I feel like that I've not had any, do you know what? I'm going to have to catch up on here. I seem to have lost my comments, guys. I do apologise. Just give me 1 second. I want to try and, so is it going to, I feel like I need to reconnect in. Okay, so right, there's something gone amiss here. I've missed a lot of comment, so I'm gonna have to use my phone for a minute, guys, because it seems to have dropped the connection. I think it's because of these scammers. Okay, so that's where I was up to. Sorry, this is where it gets a bit more difficult because it's on a smaller screen. Elizabeth Megdal, will I get a car for myself, Ian? I'm sure if you put that intent out there, Elizabeth, that is, and you put the intention out there and you need that vehicle, then I'm sure the universe will bring you exactly what you need. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys, I was catching up. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for joining us. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at the camera because I'm on to look at my phone to keep me. I've lost my comments. They've just stopped on my computer. Right. Yeah, Emma Nichols, definitely. I'm just looking here now that this has thrown me these comments thing. Might be a sign that maybe we're coming to. This is driving me insane now, guys. I do apologise because I'm having to look at this, and I just want to. That's interesting, that, Amelia, and I'm glad you've asked that. What's the best way to move your thoughts out of the way? Right, this is where people get so hung up with meditation. Right, it really is, and they struggle with it because of that. Put too much pressure on yourself for starters. Right? You definitely do that. In fact, I want these comments back. I do want them back. So let's just get it to reconnect again. So, right, okay. So we've got everything back. That's better. Right, okay, guys, I've got the comments back. That's good. Right. Yeah, the easiest way is training your mind. All right. But there's no one simple way of doing it. However, what I always suggest to anybody, the perfect starting place for learning to meditate is guided meditations. Because what they do is, when you're listening to somebody take you into a meditation, all right, you are following their instructions, which automatically diverts you away from the other busy stuff that's going on in your mind. They're so phenomenal. Okay, they really are. And anybody says that's not a proper meditation, yes, it is. Anybody that says that it's not, they're talking rubbish. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so many people, learn from using guided meditations, like they really do, and they're fantastic. Yeah, it takes a specific, special kind of person to, to put one together, with that soothing voice. People have trained to do this, so, they've spent many hours, years honing the skills to do it. And, that will help you. And what it does eventually is it will get you to a point where you don't need you don't need a guided meditation. But I've put it out there before, and people have heard me say it before. Even to this day, I'm fully capable of meditating without music, without a guided meditation or anything else. Okay, because I've spent years practicing it. I have. All right, so that's how I got there. So it's not a natural gift or ability. It's something that I worked at. But I still use guided meditations from time to time. If I'm having a particularly busy day, and there's lots of things running around in my mind, because I am human, just like the rest of you guys, all right, and I get weighted down with stuff sometimes. I'll use it if I need to meditate. I'll use a guided meditation. I don't mind. And that's the learning point for it. But you know what I'll tell you? Any of you that want to learn to meditate, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and put in basic guided meditation. Okay. Look for something that's only 5-10 minutes long. Don't try and throw yourself into an hour's one in the first instance. It's not going to happen. You're going to really struggle with that. And then what happens is you probably get about 10-15 minutes into it. You completely get distracted. You'll start fidgeting. And then you'll get frustrated with yourself. And you go, I can't do this. You just give up. So it's starting small and building. 5 minutes and just get a 5-minute one. Just keep working up from there. All right. Mindfulness meditation. Fantastic starting point for anybody. Guided mindfulness meditations. Guys, if you struggle meditating or you want to learn, get yourself on YouTube, find one of them, and you will fly. You'll keep moving forward. Amelia, do you think it's more beneficial in the day or night? Depends what you're doing, Amelia. Okay, does always fall asleep. It doesn't matter if you fall asleep, actually, Amelia, because if you got headphones in and it carries on, okay, you on a subconscious level, you're still processing, you're still actually meditating. So, and I will stand on that until the end of days. It does work. Some of the meditations you're meant to fall asleep to, and it carries on, especially anything that's to do with binaural beats, anything like that. Okay. No, you can't get rid of your thoughts completely. I completely agree on that. It's about actively ignoring them, and it's probably one of the biggest, lessons that we have to learn on a journey. Okay. Lots of conversation going on about meditations here. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Okay. Always anything to do with meditation as well. What I will say as well is I obviously speak to people that have lots of experience with it, and that actively use it. But also, if you're looking for a structured, personal, meditation routine or anything like that, I always speak to somebody that's qualified in meditation as well, because those guys are amazing. They've trained hard to get where they are, and to understand it. So, and they've always got, fantastic wisdom. They really, really have. So there's quite a few meditation teachers out there. Okay, so let me see. Sorry, we seem to have got stuck on that for a little while, didn't we? I do apologise about that, guys. Right, where am I going? Who am I drawn to? Ross Howarth, can I come to you, please? If you're still with us, Ross, drop us a comment in. Good. If you're still here. Perfect. Okay. Right, Ross. I think it's been a good bit of time since you've had a reading off me. I want to say a month or that. So we're going to give it positive thoughts. All right. We're going to give it positive thoughts. So let's see what comes through for you. Ross, I've got to say to you, first and foremost, you've been making a point of cleansing your energies, things like that, because I've just had a smell of sage and Palo Santo blowing really strong. Like that, it's either that or you've been thinking that you need to do it. Okay, I'm getting cleansing for you. I've just had it really. It's gone again now, but anyway, that's just that's just reversed, and they've just put that. Maybe it's that you need to. Maybe that you need to look at cleansing. Okay, and that's on a spiritual level, by the way, Ross. I'm not saying you've not had a bath or anything like that, so don't worry. Okay. Ross, Eagle and Communion. All right. Ross, I've got to say to you, good afternoon, Gina Collins. Sorry, Ross, just before I go into that. Gina, it's so interesting that you've just arrived, right? Because we've just been talking about meditation teachers, all right, and you know, people that provide meditations and how, you know, the best people to speak to regarding, you know, structures and how you move forward with meditating, how you learn, is always by speaking to professional people that are used to doing it. So, Gina, put a link up, as long as you're comfortable to do that. Just put a link up to your page, will you? And in comments, and then anybody that's been sort of wondering about meditation and getting into it, because we've just had a really long, quite a lengthy discussion about it, Gina, and you're sort of like the exact type of person I was talking about a few minutes ago about getting, you know, sort of professional advice off, because for anybody that's wondering, Gina Collins, guys, she provides she provides meditations, and she teaches you how she can teach people how to meditate that, and she's exceptionally good at it. So yeah, Gina, just put a link up to your page in comments, because there could be a lot on here that have been listening to this conversation. A lot of people have been asking questions about it, you know, so that's do that. Sorry, Ross, it's all right. I just got diverted then. Ross, I've got to say to you, okay, there's lots and lots of information been coming in at you all at once. I've got it coming from so many angles, okay, and it's all spiritual related for you, Ross. It really, really is. It's like bang, 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 and to be honest with you, Ross, I feel like you've got a bit lost in it all. To be truthful, you don't know which bit to listen to. I'm not taking any relevance away from from any of that information, but it can get very, very overwhelming, Ross. And I have got an element of that with you, a bit overwhelmed with it. I want you to go and sit and reconnect with yourself, Ross. This is what Spirit want you to do. They want you to reconnect with yourself, all right, and allow them answers to come in from Spirit rather than all these people around you. Just allow them. The answers are there for you, Ross. Okay, and it'll energize you. It'll pick you up and allow you to move forward. Okay, because right now I feel like you've been overwhelmed with stuff, and it's all coming, and it's like, it's just too much. It's too much, and I feel almost as though it's like you feel like there's a lot of expectation on you. And you're getting a bit overwhelmed with that as well, Ross. So please, Ross, okay, just allow it to come in. You've got that ability. I know you've got that ability. Okay, it's there. It's sat in your energy. I've read for you before at a point in time. And it's there. All that capability is there, right? But just allow it to come through you rather than everybody else telling you, what's happening next and what you should and shouldn't be doing. Okay. Because that way you will fully connect with it, Ross. All right, so please do that. Strange one about meditation. I feel there's a connection with that. It's about that quiet time with yourself, Ross. All right. So I'll leave that with you. Okay. But that's your key to sorting this out to getting away from all this confusion and stuff is just sitting within your own space and allowing Spirit to bring you the information that you need to take your next steps moving forward. All right. So I'll leave that with you, Ross. Right. Okay. I'm going to do one last question, and then was it a question or not? Oh, I'm taking it as that's in answer to something. Right. Okay. So I can't see what it's in answer to. So, but. Yeah, Ross, just, you know what I mean? Don't be scared to step back. Don't be scared to, to just step back and take yourself away from the fray type of thing and just do what you need to do, yeah? Don't have anybody pushing you in one direction or another. Right, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a day because I've been on for an hour and 20. I've got to eat yet. I've got my development course this evening. So I'm going to leave it with you guys. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Okay, and new week starting tomorrow. Make the best of it. All right. You might not be looking forward to a Monday or whatever, but you know what? Two things really. First and foremost, that week will be as good as you think it. So if you focus on it, not looking forward to it, then it ain't going to go well. But instead of focusing on what could go wrong, why don't you focus on what could go right? And the other thing is as well, this isn't particularly my saying, it's one that's stuck around for a while, but don't look back because you're not going that way. Okay? And that goes every single one of you. Don't look back because you're not going that way. So I'll leave it with you. Lots of love to you all. Thanks for joining me. I will be back on Wednesday, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. Take care. Lots of love, guys. See you later.